Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Billy and welcome back to my garage. Today we have the combination of 2 different days of working out, just doing some last minute prep for my upcoming contest. Here we're doing a smaller 8-inch log, just warming up with 135 here, doing some strict press, no problem. I gotta say, using this smaller 8-inch log instead of the 12-inch log I'm used to is very different. The cleaning it, getting it up to my shoulders is so much harder than it is on the 12-inch. Here we went ahead and jumped up to 185, which is competition weight. And you can see here, I don't quite clean it all the way up. I'm used to that little extra rotation, getting it the rest of the way, so I had to kind of hop it up there. But we're getting an understanding, we're getting a feeling. I haven't used the 8-inch log in a couple of years, so this was all pretty foreign to me, but we're getting the hang of it here. Here we're sticking with 185. I believe it is going to be 4 reps in the competition. The organizer hasn't quite clarified yet, but we'll find out on Saturday. But we'll go ahead and do a few more at 185 here, just some simple push press. And then after this, we will do a couple reps of fully cleaning and pressing the log each time. Not having crash pads is also something I'm not used to, but if I remember right from the last time I did this competition 2 years ago, there was no crash pads then. I think it was just bumper plates. So being a little more gentle with the log, putting it down, definitely don't want to break my log here. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and clean and press, put it back down, and we'll do it again. This press just feels so different. If any of you in the comments have used an 8 and a 12, go ahead and leave a comment on what you feel is different on them too, or if you think they're the same, which is easier. But we'll go ahead and do a couple more clean and presses here. This was really hard for me today. Normally 185 is no problem at all for me. That's like part of my warm-up sets. I don't know if it was the smaller log or I wasn't fully recovered from my last competition, but I was struggling today. Everything felt so much harder and heavier than it should. But we'll go ahead and do another rep here. At my competition back in February, it was 180 pounds, I believe, on a 12-inch log, and I got 5 reps. So this is definitely a step down. I'm hoping it's just because I'm tired, or I was still fatigued during this one, but we'll see what happens. We're going to go ahead and skip forward a couple days here, and we're going to work on our Husafell lift. It was raining, so I didn't feel like going out into my yard to carry this around. And ever since I got my leg press, the other side of my garage is full, and I don't have the room to march back and forth like I normally do without moving a lot of stuff. So I went ahead and just picked it up and stood there, kind of marched in place. That's just empty, that's 100 pounds. I believe this is 145. I think I put a single plate in there. This still might be empty, actually. I don't fully remember, but we'll go ahead and do some more marching in place here. No problem at this weight whatsoever. Yep, no worries. I don't know how far we have to carry the Husafell either. I know it's part of a medley with a tire flip, so I'm hoping it's not terribly far. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and add a couple plates here. We're up to 190 now. Competition weight I thought was 250. I just checked it again. It's actually 225. So a little bit lighter than I thought, so I was good. So 190 here. Do a little marching in place. Still not too bad. Last time I did Husafell 2 years ago at this same competition here in town, I actually dropped it and it clipped my knee on the way down. So I'm a little gun shy about Husafell still, but we'll make something happen here. So here we are up to 240 pounds. I did a couple more 25s. You can see them sticking on the top there. Getting this off the ground was very hard. I thought I was going to dump it forward there, but gritted my teeth and we persevered. At the top, the 25s did fall in, so that felt a little goofy. Definitely a little off putting it back down there. I rearranged the 25s. This is still 240. I just got them down inside a little bit nicer in between my 45-pound plates. Definitely a little bit easier to pick up off the ground. We didn't almost dump it forward this time, so definitely better there. starting to struggle. Leaning back a little bit like that does help me a lot with this. Takes some of it off my forearms. Now we're going to go ahead and go up to 250, which I thought was comp weight. We're going to pull it off a chair, because I believe last time we did this, it was off a box, and I'm hoping that's what it'll be again this time. So we're just going to pick up 250 here, and we're just going to hold it for as long as we can, without the movement to distract me. I don't know how far I would have moved, but we'll go ahead and move that a couple of times here. No problem, but with that, we will go ahead and call it a day. Thank you everyone for watching. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video, which should be my competition rundown that I have coming up here on Saturday. Alright, thank you everyone. Have a great day.